My second reading for the Social and Self-Development module is Technology, Teen Dating, Violence and Abuse, and Bullying. The Urban Institute's Justice Policy Center examined the role of youth technology use in teen dating, violence and abuse, and bullying. The study had three primary goals: expand the knowledge about the types of violence and abuse experienced by youth, examine the extent of victimization and perpetration via technology and new media, and how the experience of cyber abuse within teen dating relates to other life factors. This was a quantitative cross-sectional survey research design collecting data via paper-pencil survey. A total of 5,647 youth from 10 schools and 5 school districts in New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania participated in the study. 51% of the study was female and 48% was male. 94% identified themselves as heterosexual, 67% of youth reported living with both parents, and 26% identified as non-white. The survey targeted all youth who attended school the day the survey was administered, which resulted in an 84% response rate. Surveys were conducted in classrooms and administered by staff trained by the research team. Questions covered the following themes: technology use, experiences with dating relationships, violence and abuse, risky behaviors, psychological adjustments such as depression and anger, family relationships, and school experiences. 26% of youth in a relationship experienced some form of cyber dating abuse victimization within the past 12 months. 12% of youth admitted to perpetrating cyber dating abuse. 84% of cyber dating abuse victims reported psychological dating abuse. Cyber dating abuse victims and perpetrators were more than 2 to 3 times as likely than non-victims and non-perpetrators to report experiencing cyberbullying against non-intimates. Cyberbullying victims and perpetrators were 3 to 4 times more likely as non-victims and non-perpetrators to report experiencing cyber dating abuse against a romantic partner. Less than 1 out of 10 victims of dating abuse reported seeking help, with half as many male victims as female victims seeking help. Most reported form of cyber abuse was a romantic partner's use of a youth's social networking account without permission, and this stems back to my last article, which discussed the exchanging of social media passwords, which would create a level of trust and intimacy between both partners. But clearly this is indicating that it's an avenue for abuse, especially if the account is being accessed by someone who is not the owner of the account. The next most frequently reported forms of abuses were sexual in nature, which included coercion and unwanted advances. Types of coercion could have included sexting, and unwanted advances would have been types of actions that the individual did not want to participate in via technology. Gender differences in reports were apparent. Females were twice as likely as males to report sexual cyber dating abuse and/or sexual coercion. Males were twice as likely to perpetuate sexual cyber dating abuse and 3 times as likely to report perpetuating sexual coercion, both cyber and physical. The cross-sectional nature of this study makes it difficult to ascertain the exact nature of relationships between technology use, teen dating, and cyber abuse. The participants would have been youth who regularly attended school. Students who were truant or who had dropped out of school would not have been included in this study. And the study also relies on student self-reporting, and some students could have underestimated or overestimated accounts of cyber or school violence. In conclusion, the authors of this study recommended that there needs to be a greater focus of cyber abuse, which warrants greater investigation into prevention and intervention programming to address the needs of youth who experience cyber abuse and to prevent future victimization. Overall, this large sample size of 5,647 youth from 3 different states is a very large sample size. The cross-sectional design of this study allows for comparative results between many themes across violence and abuse, cyber abuse, as well as bullying. The moderating factor could have been the youth who attended school. What about the youths who did not attend school? And a mediating factor could have been the self-reporting from the students themselves, and also technological experiences with technology could have been a mediating factor as well. In the end, the study has shown that I, as an educator, need to have a greater understanding of how youth might be negatively impacted by technology. The better understanding I have, the better prepared I can be to guide students how to use technology in a positive way to prevent cyber victimization, but also so students can know how to seek help when they experience violence and abuse through technology. Thank you very much.